1,
2,
3,
4, 5.
Hi, I'm Marilee Crabtree, and I myself am a high school senior, and I will soon have to make the decision about whether or not I'm going to take out a student loan to continue my education in college. Student loans are a very helpful resource for people to use when taking that next step in their education, but loans can be very hard to pay off while juggling the bills that you have in your adult life and the other things that you have to pay for. Millions of high school age students in America take on the burden of student loan debt at the young age of 19, 18, or even 20. The debt that accumulates after 4 more years of college can be very difficult to pay off in their adult lives. According to educationdata.org, 86.4% of first-time, first-year undergraduate students take out student loans of some sort. And did you know that Tennessee ranks 8th in total student financial aid dollars, spending $454.3 million each year on student loans alone? IncomeByZipCode.com states that the average household income in Tennessee as of 2019 is $74,750. This is the average income for a household where both parents have a job, so this money can obviously be much higher than this or much lower than this. So I have researched some colleges that I would like to go to in the future and seen about how much their tuition is. So the University of Tennessee Knoxville's tuition for in-state tuition is $13,264. Their out-of-state tuition more than doubles that, coming in at $31,664. The tuition for Eastern Tennessee State University, or ETSU, is a little bit lower than UTK. It's $9,259. But like UTK, its out-of-state tuition more than doubles its in-state, coming in at $27,406. Now, those are some public schools in Tennessee. Some private schools in Tennessee range anywhere from $30,000 to $45,000 in tuition just per year. This number can be very scary for a lot of families who don't really have the means to pay for that. So for some families, this just can't be done. So their kids would go to a 2-year college like Motlow State or Chat State for free because of the Tennessee Promise Scholarship or the Tennessee Hope Scholarship, one of those scholarships. They could also attend a tech school or a trade school if that did not sound good to them. I haven't done any research on those types of schools because I wouldn't really be interested in attending them, but that is probably going to be cheaper, I would say, than a 4-year college. There are a lot of 2-year community colleges other than Motlow State and Chattanooga State that kids could go to. A dilemma with student loans that goes routinely overlooked is when the borrower either doesn't finish college or doesn't make enough in their job after college to pay off their loan in time or with whatever deal they've made with the bank. The ebook Game of Loans, The Rhetoric and Reality of Student Debt, describes it like a homeowner going under in their mortgage. Just as underwater homeowners owe more in their mortgage than their house is worth, underwater student loan borrowers owe more for their college education than that education is worth. So this basically means that students get a degree for a job that doesn't really pay very well, and so they have a very, very hard time paying off their loan, and they end up with a lot more debt than they had realized. The ebook Game of Loans also states that students can borrow a maximum of $138,500 for their undergraduate and graduate education with no restrictions based on their likely ability to repay. So this means that this money, they basically are just given this money, and the bank is like, hey, take this, and then they don't realize how much debt they're going to be in the future. A couple of ways that some students I've researched have lessened the burden of student loan debt is by getting a job, have lessened the burden of student debt, is by getting a job, saving up for college from starting in high school, and using all of the scholarship resources that are available to them. According to the website pittsburghfoundation.org, every year thousands of dollars in scholarship money meant for incoming college students goes unused. So a lot of students don't really know about the scholarships that are available to them. There are so many different types of scholarships. There's academic scholarships, merit scholarships, scholarships for the trade that you want to do. So students just need to be sure that they have researched all of the scholarships that are available to them. I did the research, and simply opening up a savings account and just depositing $100 every month until December of your senior year will save you $4,800 by December of your senior year. This money could easily pay for the room and board of your college, or you could buy a meal plan with that. So that would take off just a little bit of the money that you would have to use to take out a loan. The website MEFA.org or MEFA.org states that a growing number of employers now offer student loan payoff assistance, in which employers make monthly contributions toward your student loan balance. So this basically means that once students get out of college, or possibly while they're still in college, they can get a job that their boss or whatever will pay off their student loan debt with them. So this would be very helpful for a student who has a lot of debt. Maybe they're in a medical field or something like that. That would be a very good way for them to pay off their debt. Students who save money specifically for college are proven to have less amounts of student debt than those who don't. That's kind of obvious. Student loan debt is something that most families in today's world face. Students can easily just take out loans on large sums of money without having the means to repay it and afford other bills like car payments, house payments, insurance, and things like that in their adult life. Students who get a job, save up money, and use all the scholarships that are available to them will have less student loan debt than those who do not. Thank you. 1,
2,
3.
4,
5.